The doctor had told me before, I had the open heart surgery and the defibrillator, been rushed back near death to the hospital 3 times. And my doctor said, you got a choice. You can either stay under the stress you're under and die, or get out from under the stress and may live to be a ripe old man. So every time I would talk to Jeff about getting completely out, Jeff would play the guilt card and say, you left me to this crazy woman when I was 3 and now you're deserting me again.
Wow.
So naturally, when he'd say that, I'd go.
You were under your skin and play the guilt trip card, I guess.
Yeah. So when I got back from New York, I knew Bob Carter was going to go nuts. But Jeff called and said, why would you do that? And I'm holding him and I'm saying, holy shit. The Carters are sitting around on the other phone listening. And I said,
Well, had you got freeway without you knowing?
well, I didn't know, but
Yeah.
that's what I thought. And so I can't say, well, hell, Jeff, you knew I was going. You told me to go. I just said, well, I didn't think it hurt anything. And Jeff said, you are an effing genius. You knew exactly what this would do. And I said, well, thanks for the compliment, but I must be a little bit stupid if it's rubbed all y'all the wrong way. And he says, Dad, you and I need some a rest from each other. We need some distance. And I said, are you talking about business or personal? And he said, both.
Wow.
That's the last I've talked to him.
There's the saddest thing when you hear people in wrestling, let the business affect their personal relationships. Yeah, Scotty, going back to the sad stuff here, you talked about your last conversation with Jeff. Even with his wife's passing and, Father's Day holiday, nothing? No contact?
No.
So you didn't get to see a grandkid?
Well, what he said was, I think we need some space. And I said, are you talking business or personal? And he said, both. And so I said, okay. Whatever it is. Then after this happened, what I found out is that Jennifer and Jason, my other 2 children, had always felt like they were second and third fiddle on the totem pole.
Because Jeff's success?
Well, because I was trying to make up for Jeff for the divorce.
Just so we understand, how old is the other 2 kids compared to Jeff?
I'm terrible with ages, but
Are they older than Jeff?
no.
Oh, they're younger.
I was married to Jeff's mother.
Oh, Jeff is with a different woman, and
Yeah.
Deborah is with the 2 other kids you had.
Deborah and I have been married 36 years, and we have 2 children, Jennifer and Jason. So
Okay, so this picture.
Jeff came to live with us when he was 14, and Jennifer was probably 8.
Okay.
And Jason was probably 4.
So Jeff's their stepbrother is what.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
And I didn't realize all the growing up that they felt slighted.
Because they felt you had to work more for Jeff.
Yeah, that I catered to Jeff. And I screwed up. I wouldn't make Jeff do chores, and I made Jennifer and Jason do chores.
They felt you coddled him, I guess.
Coddling, yeah. So, and then, when this happened, of course, they opened up to me and I got closer to them. And then after that happened, I realized that I really had been distant to both of them. And so, while it's been terrible on one hand, there's been some redeeming qualities to the situation.
And you said Jason and Jennifer, their names. Are you closer now with them today?
Oh, much closer. And that's what I'm saying. Now that I am close to him, I realize that I was so busy trying to make it up to Jeff.
And they understand that now.
Oh yeah.
That's a great. It's great that worked out. There.
So it's good
Yeah.
that it happened. And you know, we didn't get to see the grandchildren for 2 years.
So does Jeff talk to them or no?
What?
Will Jeff talk to Jason and Jennifer? Or
No.
So he's cut that whole side.
And Jeff doesn't talk to his mother, his father, his brothers, or his sister.
So what happens when his wife passes away last year? Do you guys try to reach out to him?
My wife went.
Right.
Because my wife is so close to their oldest child, Jocelyn. And so after Jill died, Jeff lets Jocelyn and the girls come visit now.
You think you think you guys ever become close again, or
I doubt it.
you don't think time heals all wounds, or
Well, it's not really a wound.
it's just
I mean,
business? It's the
No.
way from what you're telling us, from we're getting your version here. It seems like he let the wrestling business consume him.
Yeah.
Eventually, I think you know he'll move on. You don't think so, or you think it might be too late?
I don't know.
Would you take him back?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, you know.
So
I-
many.
I
I mean, actually,
really-
I'll put you on the spot right now, I guess.
No, I really don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, how can you say how you'll feel under? That's like the guy that says, "Boy, if I caught my wife screwing around, I'd blow that guy's brains out."
Yeah.
And the truth of it is that if something like that happens, he don't know if he blew his brains out. He might shoot his wife, or he might throw up his hands and say, "You two deserve it, each other." I mean, you don't know until that time comes.
You can't answer the question, I guess.
No.
Right. As a guy who's been a promoter and a booker, can Jeff Jarrett still draw money today? Obviously, he'll have the one-shot angle. If he ever comes back, you have the natural return angle. But do you think he could draw money as a top guy?
I don't know. It depends on who's booking him.
Say Vince Russo's he's there now.
Well, no, he won't draw. He'll fall on his ass.
Why do you say that? When
Because Vince doesn't know how to present anybody.
Vince will try, though. Do you think Vince will try at least?
I don't know. Vince told me that he saw Jeff as a second. And half of his
Soul
card.
Asylum Wrestling, that's what it is, right?
No, it's
There's a couple of songs.
Showtime.
Hey, Showtime All Star Wrestling.
Showtime also. That's it. Anyway, half of their guys work for free.
You'll find that a lot in the indies.
Huh?
You'll find that a lot on the indies.
Okay.
That's what I asked. That's one of my questions to you too. Do you think you ever do anything on the indie level, or just too small for you?
I won't do anything on any level.
Never.
No, I mean, I've had my day.
But didn't you say you had your day twice and you came back eventually?
What do you mean?
You said you.
Well, I came back on the TNA thing to help Jeff.
You don't think you'll ever come back just to do as a hobby, even to do as a.
If I ever got back in this business, I'd go knock on Vince's door.
You never. Would you ever do like a school or anything to help teach your knowledge and pass your knowledge on to people?
No. There's some people talking to me now that are top 20 Fortune 500 companies that are thinking about starting a wrestling company. I might be becoming a consultant for them.
It's a big scoop.
Huh?
That's a big scoop.
Well, I mean, but more than likely it won't work out because I would ask for 7 digits.
And you'd want complete control?
No. Hell no, I like being a soldier.
Who would you ask to be your booker, if like today, if you had a company? Is there anyone that stands out there for you?
Oh. I don't know.
It's a question you have to answer at a later time once you
Yeah,
have this.
I'd have to really,
Once it happens.
you know, I'd have to talk to a bunch of people, because there are people that are old at 40, and there are people that are young at 70.
Right.
So I'd have to interview him and
It's
see.
not a decision. It's a.
No, and I'd have to